Watch what Leon does when he's just walking around doing his own thing and doesn't realize I'm there. There have been some questions about a lobster's eyesight. Notice I'm standing still, and he walks by and he's totally startled by me.
Hey man, cut that out. You scared the crap out of me.
He definitely sees me. Leon has started to do something new recently, and it's totally new. He didn't do it in any of the other aquariums he's been in, and he's only started it recently. And he only does it when he's facing me. He taps his claw against the glass of the aquarium, like this. I don't know exactly what it means, if he's trying to assert some sort of dominance, or if it's a comfort thing, or if it's a friendship thing, or what. Maybe he's trying to communicate. I do lightly tap my finger on the glass often when I come up and greet him. What do you think? Dinner time is always a big event we look forward to. Leon does, and the glass shrimp do, and the crabs do too. When Leon eats, the glass shrimp buzz by eager to grab anything Leon flings out. And he flings a lot out. This is how feeding time goes some days. Leon comes right up to the glass because he knows we're about to eat, and when I drop his food in, it floats behind him, so he has to track it down. The glass shrimp are always there too, and come amazingly close to Leon while he's eating. Here's another example. Don't you hate when you order some food, and when it arrives, it falls on your back? Leon loses this piece of worm under him and gets kind of irritated, like I took it. Then he finds it. And it happens pretty often. He can't see the worm when it gets under him, but as soon as it touches one of his very sensitive legs, he's all over it. Krill has always been one of Leon's favorite foods. And the glass shrimp grabs its own krill, kind of like eating a pizza as big as you, and the pizza looks a lot like you too. It tries to drag the krill away before Leon sees it. I guess this other glass shrimp is standing watch, or cheering it on, or maybe waiting with its camera phone in case anything cool happens. Just around the corner in the other room, the goldfish are hungry and looking for their dinner too. Outside, the koi are warming up and getting hungry too. The water is green right now because it's a new pond and it takes a while for the ecosystem to establish itself. I prefer not to use ultraviolet sterilizers to clear the water. I just let the good bacteria and the algae fight it out until they find a balance. Soon the good bacteria in the filter will win. Our dinner tonight is one of our favorites too, HelloFresh. We tried HelloFresh for the first time a few months ago, and the term delicious convenience immediately came to mind. Each meal comes with detailed instructions. The food comes packed in a nice insulated box. It's all also very eco-friendly. HelloFresh keeps your taste buds on their toes with 40 recipes and over 100 seasonal and convenience items to choose from each week. With so much variety, there are options for everyone and every lifestyle. Full meals, snacks, and easy lunches to seasonal celebrations and festive gatherings. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code BradyBrandwood50 for 50% off plus free shipping. Even if you're not much of a cook, which is pretty much me, HelloFresh's foolproof recipes come pre-portioned and easy to prepare in just a few steps. This is absolutely delicious convenience. You just order from the website and a box with your meals almost magically appears at your door. Super convenient, you don't have to get out, it's less expensive than the grocery store, there's very little waste, and it's quite a bit cheaper than carryout. These days, convenience and less expensive both work well for me. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code BradyBrandwood50 for 50% off plus free shipping. This is what the title of this video is about. One evening, out of nowhere, it began to snow in Leon's aquarium. Tiny baby glass shrimp were darting around everywhere, some clinging to the glass and then taking off again, like little sea monkeys. Leon's new little friends. But Leon's other friends are hungry, and the water current and filter in this aquarium are set up for Leon. I may catch a few and move them to a separate little aquarium with just a bubbler. So we'll see how many find a place where they're safe and can grow. To be sure, some do make it to adult size. A couple of the other females are still carrying around their eggs. Look at the hundreds of little eyes clinging to this girl. Leon has been getting some other new friends too. A couple of other anemones have popped up. Yeah, these anemones can quickly take over a live reef tank, but this is an aquarium with one large lobster and several small crabs in it. No live coral. So I'm going to sit on my hands and see how it all develops for a while, without me intervening. These little swirls have also been appearing on the glass. Tiny feather dusters. I do clean the front three sides of the aquarium glass often, so these are only growing on the back glass and here where the brush doesn't reach. I want to watch these develop too and see how many Leon picks off and eats. He did pick the barnacles off his claws back when I first got him. So this is all a new part of the total experiment and journey with Leon, to see if a balance happens naturally with all of these new creatures popping up. And the hydroids are everywhere, like a little forest. If these are the type of polyps that produce jellyfish, Leon's aquarium is surely going to get interesting. We'll keep checking in on them. I'm not sure what this is yet, but I keep watching it to see if it's getting bigger. It has hydroids growing on it, but I'm not sure yet if it's actually alive itself or not. In the ocean, unfortunately, a lot of animals survive only until a predator happens along. But in an aquarium environment, some of these animals are in safety and are given a chance, and they thrive, and can actually multiply to an unhealthy level for the amount of space available. It's such a complex thing, but nature always maintains a balance, one way or another. And that balance doesn't always agree well with our emotions. If you're a farmer, or if you've kept aquariums or garden ponds for a while, you definitely know. The crabs are doing great overall. I haven't seen the tiniest one in weeks though. I'm not sure if that means anything. The largest of the crabs lives in this cave. It comes out more when the lights are dim. Here it is. It's like it's at a skating rink waiting for somebody to ask it to slow skate. The glass shrimp and little crabs seem to be living in a harmony with each other and in this aquarium environment. I really haven't seen any chasing or confrontation. And back at the Woods house, the little mystery fish is starting a growth spurt. It's about an inch long now. If you're not familiar with this little fish, it just appeared in one of Leon's old vacant aquariums as a tiny needle darting around. It's a saltwater fish. I'll put it in a clear cup soon so we can see the sides and hopefully decide what type of fish it is. I explored another old abandoned house the other day. If you're an aquarium keeper, you might enjoy this one. There's a huge old aquarium left in this old trashed house. If you're from the South, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi area, you know that a house may look vacant or abandoned, and it's actually not, so you kind of have to be careful. This is not a place I'll be stashing food and supplies at for the zombie apocalypse. It's just too trashed, rotted, and not safe. If you fall halfway through the floor here, you'll be zombie bait. The old aquarium is over here. It's pretty huge. Look at the plants growing it even now. This is mid-February. Imagine the huge plant party that will be growing here in the summer. The last time I visited this place, the old aquarium had a roof over it. Obviously now it's falling in. The glass is busted on the corner here. Nature always finds a way though, and this old aquarium still functions as a big terrarium, sitting in this decay. I don't even know why I'm blurring out this graffiti. You already know it's of a human body part that's been drawn on walls since the beginning of mankind, even in caves back in the Stone Ages. European friends and friends living in other areas of our world, do you have a lot of old vacant houses like this in your area? Or do they get kept up more and used for years and years? Some mouse bypassed the child safety cap on this pill bottle. Hopefully this was full of vitamins. This is interesting too, a big old swimming pool. Obviously a lot of family fun was had here sometime in the past. Hey, no peeing in the pool. This is obviously where the monsters live. seeing an aquarium that large, and it probably was such a beautiful aquarium back in the day, it's kind of sad and disturbing. Now back to Leon's aquarium, fortunately holding water and full of life. We're all literally out here just living our lives, excelling when we can, cruising some, and surviving when times get tough. Some days are good to us, some days not so much. As we roll into spring here, the days are getting warmer, so it's time to hook Leon's chiller up to his new aquarium. Anytime there's a project to do, Baxter's right here, helping me, and will tell me exactly how to do it. It's more like a granddad telling me everything I did wrong and how to do it correctly. I saw these amazing minnows in the mountain stream. These are yellowfin shiners, putting on their glowing spring colors and looking for love. They're known to borrow the nest of bullhead chubs to spawn in. The chub builds the house, and these shiners just go into it and party. An incredible sight. The cats, Abby and Rue, are still challenging each other. It's a weird dynamic, the sounds they make at each other, but it's almost like a parallel play too. Like I want to hang out with you, but I don't too. Bobby has been rehearsing for a new karate movie. Morph. Sneaky. Leon's community is definitely growing. And just as I finish up this video, I'm noticing Leon starting to act a lot like he acted this time last year, just before he molted. Hanging out in his cave almost constantly, not really interested in coming out or eating. I'll keep you updated. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and share it with anyone you think might enjoy following Leon's journey and meeting his new friends. We'll see you soon.